What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts on a Monday afternoon. I hope everyone is well and everyone's had a good weekend and, of course, a great start to the week as well. Today, we're going to be getting into a video which did drop over the weekend, the sounds of Johnny Drille. This one, the official video for Over, which does feature Don Jazzy, whose name is absolutely everywhere at the moment. Obviously, he's in the Overdose video. This is obviously Maven affiliated as well, so I'm very excited to jump into it. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We're going to spend today and tomorrow catching up with all the videos we missed from over the weekend, so don't worry, if there's a big video that's landed, we will be reacting to it, so make sure you're subscribing if you want to see some more content. For now though, let's jump into the reaction, analysis, and breakdown for this one. Let's go. Already looks like quite a good video.
So you did vex like this, even as you vex, you are beautiful, my love. Oh yeah.
Right from the jump on this on them, we are definitely getting those kind of soulful vocal tones from Johnny Drille. This is very much an area that he sounds great in. He sounds great either in a super electronic zone or a super stripped back zone. I feel he needs to be either one end or the other. I don't feel the fusion necessarily works as well for him, but I think when he's in this kind of zone, really stripped back instrumental, you've got the sort of bird song going on in the background, whether that's just on the video or the tune itself, I don't know, but the bird song does help. But when he's in this kind of zone where he can just flex those vocal muscles, he can really kind of try different vocal melodies and patterns. This is where he's at his strongest. This is sounding nice. Love the sort of stripped back arrangement so far. Let's see how it develops.
Oh yeah. I know say you're missing me. Ignore my text, you did punish me, my love. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If I could, I'll make a time machine, my boo. Rewind it and be at the sideboard. And I believe in me and you.
There's something really enjoyable about this instrumental, man. The drums are so organic and so kind of natural sounding, and yet they have a real kind of punch to them, which is a really cool kind of blend of themes. I really like the fact on this that we are just getting a very clear sounding Johnny Drille vocal as well. It's not too over the top. It's not too kind of electrically modified for a very organic sounding instrumental. This is a very kind of, almost sounds acoustic the way this tune comes together. You've got the little kind of guitar plucks going on within the instrumental as well, just giving it again a very raw feel, which I always like to see. I like to see things that aren't over processed as much as I love to see super intricate processing. I also like to see things when they are stripped back as well, and this is a great example of that in action.
My girlie, wanna be by you, but you know pick up, wanna make it up to you, my ruby. You shine like a million stars. You're always in my head. But girl, you don't give me a chance, and I'm in my ways for you, my ruby. Should have got you a billion van. You're always in my head.
As far as I'm aware, this one came out on Johnny Drille's most recent album project. As far as I'm aware, and the video has just come quite late down the line. I never actually got a chance to fully listen through the Johnny Drille album. At some point, we will probably have to do a sit down and listen through at least one of these projects that we've missed, because we have missed a fair few during that period where we weren't doing much on YouTube. But yeah, this is sounding great, man. I'm loving that kind of the kind of circular feeling of the percussion on this and the rhythms that are being used, especially when they started to really kick in just then. Really nice kind of pulsating rhythm underneath. Really cool use of percussive layers. The kick drums are very, very clean as well. And there isn't really much going on melody-wise. Most of the melody is actually being supplied by Johnny Drille's vocals. So yeah, it's a cool sounding tune, man. Something very different, slightly stripped back, slightly abstract for a lot of people, but I think this is very much an area that Johnny Drille sounds fantastic in. So yeah, let's really nice transition between the two sections as well. The chorus block is very kind of energetic, very emotive, and we get to hear a lot of different direction from Johnny Drille's vocal on it, but then you just kind of get this little instrumental breakdown that allows the tune to breathe. You get kind of like a bit of time to catch up before moving back into the verse, and then that kind of bass slide that happens, you then hear Johnny's sort of vocal just kind of appear over the more sort of complex sounds of the instrumental when it is in the verse section. It's a really nice transition between the two different bits, man. Again, this is something Johnny Drille's really good at, is just making himself sound very comfortable on the tunes he's in. Again, it's a great example of that in motion.
Again for your chocolate skin, helpless me, I be hot guy. But girl, you make me weak. And Leslie, staring at your picture, girl, and wondering what's wrong with me. What is wrong with me?
Keen to see what Jazzy does
What
on
have
this.
you done to me?
The best thing will happen to me.
Ooh, yeah.
Most beautiful I ever seen. You didn't take care of me.
He really suits this instrumental, man. This sort of area, I feel, for Don Jazzy is something where his voice definitely cuts through. I really like the fact that Don Jazzy does still kind of pop up on records. Like, he's very much the guy behind the scenes at Maven, but he's a very front-facing kind of label owner, front-facing to an extent. I don't want to say personality, but person of influence, you know? Like, he's someone who has helped a lot of people. He's a guy that's pushed a lot of people, and the feature on this really, really works. It suits his kind of vocal range. Again, he sounds a bit more electronic. I don't know whether that's just the way that his vocal naturally choruses, but it does kind of take it to a different sort of area, which works really nicely, and you've still got the kind of purity of Johnny Drille's vocal a little bit more early on as well. Let's see what happens for the rest of his verse.
I not gonna wait till it happen to me. I let a good one go. I let a good one go. Stupid me, go join stingy man. But baby girl, you don't say me no stingy, yo. When I don't tell them, make them free me. Make we start all over.
You see how minimal the kind of instrumental is when it comes to the melodies. Like, there really isn't much melody being deployed. It's very minimal. You've literally got these kind of sweeping guitar lines, and you've got a couple of percussive elements that add a melodic kind of drift, but overall the main sort of melody is coming from either the bass line or from either Don Jazzy or Johnny Drille's vocals, which is cool. I always like it when producers allow that extra bit of space for the vocalist to kind of take the direction of the tune and drive it the way they want to. I always think it's quite a positive thing when an artist is given quite a stripped back instrumental, because it means you can take it into a lot of different directions. This is cool though, man. I'm liking the video as well. There's a really cool sense of storytelling going on in the video, and yeah, it's been an interesting watch so far. Let's crack on. Even though it's slightly dissonant in the background as well, I really like that sort of texture we're getting now with the sort of almost, it sounds like trumpets or brass of some kind, just kind of working in next to the guitars. It does sound slightly dissonant, almost like it's slightly detuned, but it gives it this kind of slightly funky atmosphere that just gives you something a little bit different. It's a nice expansion to the tune, as the storytelling's kind of been happening in the background as well. Yeah, it's a cool one. I've got to say, this is a very fly shirt, and the fit with the trousers as well. That's something that I would definitely rock. So yeah, that's I'm going to keep an eye out to see how I can find it, because it's fly as hell. And there we go, the sounds of this one. Johnny Drille featuring Don Jazzy with Over. This one dropped on his album a little while ago. The video literally dropped over the weekend, and we're jumping into it today. Very cool stuff, man. Obviously, we know Johnny Drille has a very unique vocal texture. We know he has quite a unique sort of vocal ability as well. Whenever I hear him on something, I tend to like it. And this is a great example of that happening. Again, Don Jazzy's feature's really cool on this as well. And overall, it's just a solid tune. There's a little bit of a kind of, maybe too sparse in the instrumental sort sort of side of things. I do like it when you allowed space, but I feel there could be just a little bit more kind of direction going on. The video, however, shot really, really nicely, and it's a nice visual accompaniment to the tune. So there we go. Guys, what do you think about this one? What do you think about the video? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always keen to hear from each and every one of you, so do let me know. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time. Have a good one, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.